If you expect that this video will make you a millionaire without working hard, without earning or saving anything, then you are at the wrong place. But if you're like those people who are disciplined and can save at least 500 rupees per month, then today by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do to make your money grow. So it doesn't matter if you can save 500, 5,000 or 50,000 per month. Because in today's video, we're going to see the top 5 investment options. How to pick the best investment option according to you. But most importantly, towards the end, I'll give you a bonus tip, which is the number 1 rule to make your money grow. But before that, if you like the work that I do, make sure you hit that like button, because that motivates me to make more videos. Let's begin. To really understand what will happen to your money, let's analyze each investment option based on these 3 parameters. Number 1, liquidity. Suppose you have an emergency and need money right away. How easily can you get your money back from that investment is called liquidity. Number 2, risk. Risk is the possibility that you will lose your money. And number 3, returns. That is, how much can your money grow? Let me give you an example. All of us like to save money in the form of cash. Cash's liquidity is high because when you need it, it's right there. Risk is low. It's not zero because somebody can still steal your cash. And returns are negative. See, if you leave your cash in your locker or under your mattress, then it is not going to grow. Prices of items will increase, inflation will happen, but your cash will remain the same, which is why returns of cash is negative. Understood? With that understanding, let's now analyze the following 5 investment options. Number 1, savings account. A savings account is a basic bank account that allows you to deposit money and withdraw money, all while earning interest. It is very easy to withdraw money from a bank, but because of that, we often get tempted to spend, which is why with a savings account, long-term investments become a challenge. Liquidity is high because you can take out your money anytime you want. But every bank has a set number of financial transactions you can do per day. Risk is zero. Your money is safe with the bank if you pick a trusted bank. But returns are low. SBI gives an interest rate of 3.25% to 3.50% on savings account. Now, how to invest? Just choose a bank that you like or trust the most, walk into their branch that's near you, and they'll help you open your savings account. Number 2, fixed deposit. A fixed deposit is when you give a certain amount to the bank for a fixed period. That is, I'm not going to touch this money until this period ends. And in return, you will get higher interest rate than a regular savings account. For example, SBI FD interest rates range between 4.50% to 6.25% depending on how long are you giving your money for. Are you giving it for 7 days, 3 years or 10 years? The higher the tenure, higher the interest you will get. Now coming to the parameters. Liquidity is medium because there are some banks that don't allow you to liquidate your FD online. Plus, if you withdraw your money before your maturity ends, then you have to pay a penalty fee. Risk is zero. The bank has to return back all of your money after your maturity ends along with the interest. Returns are low. It is between 4.5% to 7% depending on the bank and how long are you giving your money for. But the main problem with FDs is tracking. Suppose 1 month you can save 1000 rupees and another month you can save 2000 rupees. Then you have to start 2 new FDs. So every time you save, you have to start a new FD. And it becomes difficult to track all of these FDs. But to tackle this problem, we have something called recurring deposits. Suppose you can save 3000 rupees per month. So 3000 rupees every month will go to that deposit. So there's just one recurring deposit that you need to maintain. But again, if you miss your monthly installments with recurring deposit, then you will need to pay a penalty fee. Even though your money will be safe, the problem with FDs are the penalties you have to pay if you withdraw your amount before maturity or if you miss your monthly installment. Now, how to invest? If you're okay with these drawbacks, then all you need to do to set up an FD is to use net banking or just walk into your bank branch. Number 3, health insurance. Okay, so this is not a typical investment option, but it kinda is. Here's how. Life is unpredictable. Tomorrow, if God forbid, you meet with an accident or are recovering from an ailment, then the hospital bills are going to be crazy. In such a scenario, you don't want to beg for money and spend the rest of your life in debts, which is why a health insurance becomes very important. The risk is zero and the returns are enormous because it can save your life or it can save you from debt. All you have to do is pay 4000 to 8000 rupees every year, and in return you will be insured a sum of 2 to 5 lakhs to pay your medical bills depending on the policy you take. Now, how to invest? There are multiple websites like Policy Bazaar, Cover Fox that will help you compare health insurances so that you pick the best health insurance according to you. All you have to do is call the executive and they will come to your office or your house to get the registration done. Number 4, stock market. If you're like me, then you have stayed away from stock market most of your life thinking, but I'm not a CA, what if I lose my money? And you're right. Some people have lost everything in the stock market. But it has also made some people very rich. Stock market, as the name suggests, is a market where you can buy and sell the shares of publicly held companies. It will be your job to analyze which company might do well in the future and then place your bet by buying the shares of that company. So the risk associated with stock market is high because if your analysis is wrong and the company does bad, then you can lose your money. Liquidity is medium because it will take around 2 to 3 business days to get your money back. But the returns can also be high. Warren Buffett, the 3rd richest man in the world, has generated his wealth by investing in stock market long term. It is difficult for me to explain all of this in such a short video, which is why I have made 3 separate videos about what is stock market for beginners. So if you want to make money in the stock market, then I've left their links in the description. Do check them out. Number 5, mutual funds. We just discussed that stock market is a one-person show where you have to make all the decisions. But mutual fund is a teamwork because a mutual fund collects money from people like us. 500 rupees from me, 500 rupees from you, and creates a money pool. A fund manager then uses this pool to invest in stocks, bonds and other assets. We don't have to worry about where it is being invested because the fund manager takes care of all of it for a commission of 0.05% to 2%. You can invest in it one time or start a SIP, that is systematic investment plan, where you can transfer a fixed amount to the mutual fund. every week, every month, or every quarter. Your wish. There are a whole lot of mutual funds. Some are good for short-term investments and some are good for long-term investments, which is why the liquidity ranges from medium to high. Because in general, it will take 1 to 3 business days for you to get your money back. But if you invest in liquid mutual funds, then you will get your money back instantly. Relax. I will tell you what a liquid mutual fund is in a minute. Risk. Mutual funds are subject to market risk. Please read the offer document carefully before investing is correct. There is a little bit of risk associated with mutual funds. But as long as you do your research, you should be fine. And returns are medium. On an average, in the past, returns have been between 7% to 14%. Now, let's get back to what is a liquid mutual fund. A liquid fund is a low risk, medium return mutual fund that does not invest in high risk shares but in low risk bonds or debt securities. One such example is ICICI Prudential's liquid fund, which has been around for the past 13 years and has earned close to 7.2% in returns, which is slightly more than the returns of an FD. Till date, since the past 13 years, it has lost money only on 2 days and hence it is not very risky. So, if you don't want to take too much risk that comes with a mutual fund, don't want to pay the penalties of an FD or an RD, and still want to make more returns than a regular bank account, then I'd recommend you check out this app called EasyPlan. This video is brought to you by them because it is a smart way to save money that I personally use. This is how it works. On the app, you can add a goal, whether it is saving for a vacation, a phone, or an emergency fund. I want to save for a vacation. So I will enter the amount I want to save. I want to save it monthly. And it will suggest me how much I should invest every month. I will choose the option that works best for me. And then it will tell me how long it will take for me to achieve that goal. And that's it. After that, it will send me reminders to transfer that amount every month. Now, where is this app sending my money? My money is being invested in ICICI Prudential's liquid fund, which is a low risk mutual fund that we just discussed. What I like about this app is that I can pay 500 rupees 1 month and 2000 rupees after 2 months. You have the flexibility to pay whatever amount you want and whenever you want it without having to pay any missed penalties. Liquidity with this app is also high because you can withdraw 90% of the amount anytime you want and the rest 10% within 2 to 3 business days. Now, how to invest? You just need to download the app and complete your KYC, which is all done on the app without any paperwork. So use the link in the description to download the app, play with it a little bit and figure out if it's the right investment for you. The best investment for you depends on what your needs and requirements are. Do you want to buy a bike? Do you want to buy a house? Save for your children's education, save for an early retirement, etc. We just discussed 5 investment options. How soon do you need your money back will help you decide which of these 5 investment options is best for you. But in my personal opinion, you should not keep all of your eggs in one basket, which is why you can divide your investments like this. So first, in your savings account, you can keep around 20,000 to 50,000, for your monthly expenses and to keep some liquid cash handy. Next, maintain an emergency fund, which is 2 to 3 months of your salary. For your emergency fund, choose a low risk, medium return investment option. So you can either choose an FD or invest through EasyPlan if you don't want to pay any missed penalties and want an instant withdrawal. You can even use it for any short-term investments. After this, if you still have money to invest, then choose a mutual fund that offers high returns at high risk, or invest in the stock market. In this third category, you should only invest money that you don't need immediately and are okay to be invested in for long term. I have made videos explaining in depth about mutual funds and stock market investments for beginners. Their links are in the description. Do check it out. Of course, this is just a suggestion. Ultimately, you will only decide what you want to do with your money. But remember, with time and age, our requirements will keep changing. So, ensure that you review and adjust your savings, say once a year, to meet your goals. You have watched this video so far, which means you have invested your time in me, which means you like me. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you receive a notification every time I release a career or a finance related video. The problem these days is that everywhere we look, people are trying to sell us something. Websites, ads on Facebook, influencers on Instagram asking us to buy things that we don't need. And that is why at the end of every month, we do not have any money left for our investments. Then who will take care of you and your family? Definitely not your favorite YouTuber. So today's bonus tip is this: don't make instant buying decisions. If you have to spend, then instead of spending your money on materialistic things that give you momentary happiness, spend on things that make you grow, like that coding course, public speaking club membership, traveling, or just a good book that teaches you something. Because investing in yourself is just like investing in mutual funds or stock market. Long term, they'll always give you returns. I seriously need a break. So the next thing I am saving for is a vacation at a cool place, because I believe that every vacation is an investment. Comment and tell me what you are saving for: education, camera, or your own house. I'll be waiting to read your comments. Also, share this video with people you know who have no money left at the end of every month, so that even they start investing. On that note, I promise to see you again in the next video. Until then, keep fighting the urban fight to be fit.